are live. Awesome. I'm just going to also go on Instagram here. So bear with me. As you are here, please say hello. Please let me know where you're coming in from. I wanted to come on to do a very short, hopefully short, Facebook Live training. I've opened up the records, the Akashic records, records for our soul, for those of you who are here live and on the replay. And today's topic is going to be about, surprise, surprise, visibility. And why is visibility so dang important? You know that here as life and spiritual coaches, healers, light workers who are here to create such deep soul impact in the world, it's really important to show up. And it's not enough to just show up, but to show up aligned with speaking directly to your soulmate clients. Now, we all know that it's important to be visible. Yeah? Right? However, it's important to be visible so that we can be like that lighthouse, right? And we can be shining our light so bright that we magnetize the people, the clients, the opportunities that are really going to support us to be sharing our gifts with the world of transforming others' lives, right? And if we're showing up, we need to be speaking not to everybody. Okay, visibility is about showing up, but then being really clear. Who are you being visible to? Okay, type in the comments, my loves. Type in the comments, who are your soulmate clients? And this is the tough one, right? It's about niching. I know there's a lot of theories about, well, maybe you shouldn't niche and all this, but if you try to call in everybody, you're going to call in nobody. We have to be like that laser beam that cuts through a diamond, not the light that turns on in the living room where you're shining, but it's just too general, too vague, right? We need to be that laser beam that cuts through. And so being visible means having content that's created, that cuts through the noise, that makes your clients go, holy shit, they're talking to me. Like it's like they're in my head. And you're really getting deep into the depths of what you're really trying to say to them. When I'm working with my clients, that's one of the things is I love to look at their content because I love helping clients create content that converts. So converts people into DMs and then having a DM strategy to bring people into the discovery call or depending on the price point of the program, signing them into their programs, right away without getting on sales calls. So it just depends on the niche and depends on the pricing and the kind of program it is. Sometimes we need to get on calls with people and make sure it's epically aligned because it's a group container and we really want to make sure it's mutually a good fit. I actually really love getting on discovery calls with people. It's one of my favorite things. And so with this being said, write down type it in chat box, who is your ideal client. By the way, they might be in here. So don't just put men, don't just put women. I mean, most of you know who is it? What's a transformation? What are they struggling with? And where are they needing to be or wanting to be? Where are they desiring? And so visibility, that's one of the visibility codes, is being so clear about who you're talking to. So my clients, they are life and spiritual coaches who are wanting to play bigger. They recognize that they're still hiding, even if they look like they're showing up, but their messaging isn't super clear. So that's high level hiding. Okay. There's posting lots of inspirational stuff, but not content that actually converts. It just gets people saying you're so inspirational rather than getting people into DMs and saying, how can I work with you? Or whatever the key word is, right? So being able to speak directly to them. So my clients also struggle with niching. There's so many different like even myself, right? This is why I love having a coach, because even when I think I'm being specific enough or I'm speaking to, we go super deep because you can't see the forest from the trees. And so that's something to really look at is, are you being that laser beam cutting through? Okay. My clients also struggle with how to put together everything because, like me, they're multidimensional, right? We are gifted in many different areas, and how we bring our gifts together and then create a transformational program priced energetically in a way that feels really yummy, feels really fair, right? Feels like the win-win-win, and allows for that high level transformation with their clients. My clients want to put themselves out there and get on virtual or in-person stages and then learn how to speak and sell in a way that feels yummy. I just love that word. Delicious, fun, totally authentic to who they are. They want to be bold and unapologetic. People that work with me love the way I market myself, they love the way I show up and feel my authenticity. They desire the same way to show up as who they really are and need that support and community to be activated for that permission. Okay, you don't need anyone to give you permission, but if case you do, it's beautiful to have a community where there's like-minded people going through similar themes and breakthroughs, so that together you are on fire, you are creating more impact, and this is your normal. This is what you're surrounded by. I love being able to unapologetically say how much money I make or how much money I pay. I just resigned with my business coach, and I'm so blessed and honored to say I can pay in full, $12,000 US. Okay, and I can pay in full. I'm so happy that to say I'm able to do that. And I have no qualms saying how much. Money is energy. It's also for us to continue building our money mindsets. And in my community, it's about normalizing wealth, whether that's my Healy community, right? My frequency device started another income stream, which is so much fun. By the way, today is the last day to get in on the 35% off bundles. So DM me, Healy, if you're interested. And it's so much fun in my Soul Ascension Business Academy to be able to celebrate people. In fact, I was writing out my month end for May wins, and most of them are my clients. I just had a client who, from the time we worked together, so beginning of this year, or December, I should say, to now, she's created just in the last couple months 100K in contracted sales. I was like, yes. And then I have another client who enrolled 6 high ticket clients into her new spiritual program. She's been successful in network marketing, business, and sales in a previous career and business of her own. And now she's pivoted. And through this, she's been able to create a new program, call in new aligned clients, put herself out there, collaborate. It's been awesome to witness her success. I have another client who put out her retreats, and she's also now enrolling people into her leadership programs. I have another client who has just come back from running a retreat on Vancouver Island. She's running a retreat in Egypt, and so she's gotten realigned with some of the visioning. And as soon as she did that, made new arrangements, 3 new clients came in. So it's really about energetics and strategy, mindset as well, right? Like the success of your business goes as far as your psychology. So that's really important. I have been able to generate, I'm going to celebrate myself. I've been able to generate over 5 figures in new sales this month, right? So it's like Oh, and in addition to that, I manifested 10K for, when you, in addition to the 5-figure sale. Okay. And that honestly is because of my mindset, my energetics. I'm practicing what I preach with getting more visible, being more bold. If you guys have been following me, you've been seeing how bold my videos have been. And I have to say, Healy, magic, science and magic, quantum leaping. And so it's just been such an expansion. So visibility is important so that people can know about what's going on in your world, know who you work with, right? And inquire about what that would look like. If you're not showing up and you're only sharing inspirational things, that's not enough, right? So visibility is about being so clear that you're talking to your ideal clients. Then it's also sharing how they can work with you. It's sharing value, not just inspiration. So when clients work with me, there's lots of different content marketing buckets. So different types of content that will bring aligned leads in. You guys see, I celebrate people when they join me in my business coaching containers, and also when people join me in Healy, right? Why do I do that? Number one, I fucking love celebrating. Okay, so if you have a problem with celebration, you probably need to work with me so you can get over that. Right? Like, we should all be able to celebrate. And I also love giving people a shout out when they say yes to themselves, because that's who they're saying yes to, right? We're saying yes to ourselves. So when I sign up with my business coach, and now I'm re-signing with her, I'm saying yes to me, right? I'm saying yes to my dreams. I'm saying yes to bigger possibilities. I'm saying yes to the mystery. And she also upped her pricing. So I actually forgot about that. And so when I was looking at the contracts, I'm like, oh, is this the right pricing? She reminded me and she's like, I know it might feel like a stretch. I'm like, actually, it doesn't. Like, no, like not at all. Surprisingly, I thought it would, but it doesn't. So it's just like perfect. So I'm making the payment in full, right? And so the way you purchase, by the way, is what you start to attract more in. Okay? Because it's just energetics, it's frequency. Literally, if I'm vibrating in this frequency, and energy doesn't lie, you guys, right? So if I'm vibrating in this frequency and you're attracted to this frequency, there is a reason. It's because I'm a mirror for that. You see that possibility within you too. But sometimes we can get a little bit scared, and that's okay. I always say if it doesn't feel like a stretch, then we're not going big enough. And even with this, so I know the value of working with my business coach. And so making the payment, interestingly enough, doesn't feel like a stretch, but where we are going fucking feels like a stretch, right? Like I have really big dreams, and I continue to take my dreamer self, we're talking about shamanism, and grounding it down, physicalizing it. So stalking my dreams and physicalizing it and making it a reality. And that's part of being visible. Being visible is sharing your and celebrating your success and how you are making a difference in this world, how you are impacting people. You guys see, that's why I do client shout outs. I also want to promote them. I fucking love promoting people, right? And I'm like, if someone else needs to know about this person, I'm going to promote them because they're brilliant. I work with people I believe in. I see them. I see their mission. And I actually just had a short numerology reading with my friend Heather. She actually lives here in Lake Country. I'll take her in here. And she confirmed, which I didn't know this about myself, like on a numerological level, is that I have the ability to see the future and what's possible for people. And I knew that because that's what I do in the Akashic Records for people. I can see what's aligned and what's in store for you, according to your soul mission. And then I can help you activate that with light language and new clearing so that any karmic patterns or any inner child stuff, any limiting beliefs that are holding you back, we actually heal those because I'm a multi-dimensional healer and I bring in the energy of the healing energy, and I've been incorporating Healy into my Akashic Soul sessions. So it's been so potent It's been so potent. So I'm just so mind blown about how these gifts have come through and they're actually confirmed in numerology. So then thinking about back to you, do you celebrate your successes? And I know some of you are like, but it feels like bragging. And trust me, let me tell you, I used to have that issue too. And sometimes it might pop up, like right now in this moment as I'm talking to you, I'm like, there's a little part of me that's like, okay, you are bragging. But I'm not going to let that drive the bus. I'm not bragging. Here's the thing, I'm telling you the truth. I'm telling you facts, right? And listen to this, write this down. Confidence looks like arrogance or bragging to the insecure. Take that in, right? Confidence looks like bragging or arrogance to the insecure. I'm not being arrogant. I'm celebrating. I'm telling you these things because I want you to know what is possible for you too. What is possible for you when you say yes to yourself, when you say yes to your dreams, when you get out of your own way and you show up, you speak directly to your client, your ideal client, so that they, as they're watching you, they're like, oh my God, you're talking to me. Oh my God, I'm leaning in. And they can't stop binging on your content. That's visibility, right? And that is starting to bring people in. And then, shall it be an aligned mutual yes, converting them into now your magical container, how you co-create together, how you can hold sacred space for them to really help them have those breakthroughs and that high level transformation. They want to work with you because they see themselves in you. Our ideal clients are often former versions of ourselves because they are in the place where you used to be and you've transformed, you've gotten your support and your resources and your training, you've turned your pain to your purpose. That's why they're attracted to you. So the truth is, as you show up, don't let anybody who puts you down, who judges you, stop you. You are not for everybody, my loves. You're not for everybody. Hell, I'm not for everybody. I know some people probably are like, fuck, scroll, hide, unfriend. All good. That's beautiful, right? Even unsubscribe from my email list. That's awesome because they are so clear what's not for them. And also, sometimes people are not ready for you. So I have had more than a handful of clients who have hired me and told me that, Roz, you used to trigger me. Like, I fucking didn't like you. And I'm like, oh, cool, when? Because clearly I changed. And they would state a time when I did not personally know them, but they saw me speaking on stage, or they saw me and continued to see me on social media and didn't hide me, right? Because they recognize it wasn't about me. It's not personal. They don't know me. I didn't do anything wrong. I'm just showing up and shining my light. So here's your permission. Show up and shine your light. And they recognized that they wanted to show up and they kept seeing me show up and they weren't doing that. They were playing small. They were hiding. So of course that's triggering, right? Of course that's annoying. I've been there too personally when I'm feeling triggered and I'm watching these incredible, powerful women continue showing up. And if I'm in that place of playing small, oh, sure, I get triggered too. And I recognize it's about me, right? So it's so potent and powerful when you just get out of your own way, show up, because my loves, your mission matters. I want you to just really take this in. Your soul mission matters. You make a difference in this world. You are not put here on this earth to be mediocre. You were put here for a purpose, to be you, boldly and unapologetically you. Because you hold an energy signature that has codes for your people. We are not for everybody, but there are codes that your people come in to receive in the work that they pay for. Because from there, no amount of money really can they say that was a waste of money when they receive the transformation for the rest of their life. They're a totally different person. I've spent well over $500,000 in personal, spiritual, and business development. I have made huge fucking mistakes. Okay. And usually those came at a cost of not only emotionally, but financially. I learned from them, and I never go, that was a fucking waste of money, because those were such epic lessons. Because sometimes the clarity is in the contrast too, right? Clarity is in the contrast, recognizing, oh, this isn't aligned for me. And what is then, right? And so it's so beautiful of the work that you do. Please keep showing up. And let me know what your takeaways are from this short training. Let me know what questions you have, because I keep being inspired by your questions to create more content for you, my loves. And if you are ready to take your life, your mindset, your leadership, your finances, your impact to the next level, DM me, bold, and let's see how we can best work together. Okay, I love you guys, and I know that you have this. If the dream is in you, it is for you. Let me actually seal and activate all of this with a light language. So just taking a breath in, visioning, feeling your soul just radiating out, your light radiating out, you're boldly and unapologetically showing up. You are so clear about who you are speaking to. And we're going to drop this in here now. Sarakura sienir ki asurkua. Mora sienir ki asir kura sienir ki asamanene ki rakura sienir ki asurkura sienir ki. Samara ki asur kura sienir kura sienir kura sienir ki samar kura sien morasia. Activate, amplify, mora sienir ki asur kura sienir ki asamar ki asur kura. Beautiful. Letting all of that land, taking another breath in, feeling it on every fiber of your being on a cellular level. And then as you breathe out so that your breath are like roots of a tree and just grounding into your energetic foundation. And then just regulating your breath. Beautiful, my loves. So if you feel called, DM me bold. If you want to work together, having me right beside you, guiding with you, activating you into your next level bold in a powerful community. And if you're interested in Healy, DM me Healy. Today's the last day for the 35% off bundle sale. So it actually ends at 3 p.m. PST today. All right, my loves, talk to you soon.